Hi, I'm Hogan, and today I'm going to make a quick review video on the Wen LA4444 chuck. It's a 4-jaw self-centering wood lathe chuck, and the most important thing about this chuck is it's only $55, which is like half of the next nearest one. I've used it for about 30 days, and there are some issues, but overall I'm very happy with it. This chuck from Wen fits any lathe with a 1x8 thread. I'm using it on a jet, but it also fits pretty much any low to medium cost lathe out there on the market today. It holds a pretty good range of sizes. It can hold on the outside of materials from 1 5/8 to 2 3/4, or the inside of materials from 2 inches up to 3 1/4. It came really well packaged from Wen, sturdy box, and it's all lined with this really nice high density foam. The only assembly that you have to do is putting these handles under the turning pegs. So once you get it, you're ready to go in just a few seconds. The only wear that you can see on this chuck after 30 days is on the end of these turning pegs. You can see how the ends are slightly rolled on both pegs, as well as the corresponding holes in these collars have some elongation. That's partially my fault, I think. I notice it slip sometimes when I don't consciously push them down into the holes and make sure they're fully seated. It's important to have them all the way in there so you get the maximum surface area. It also comes with this center screw here, which is really nice for roughing in bowls and irregular shapes. I haven't really used it much, but it seems to hold it in there pretty tightly. I really like this small dovetail on the outside of the jaws because it allows me to securely grab onto bowls with only losing a very small amount of depth. You can see that bowl, my notch is only about 1/8 of an inch deep, and that's really great because I can turn these bowls out of the old 2x, and I'm only losing about 1/8 of an inch total. And that's one of the best things about this style of chucks is you don't waste as much material when you're working as you would with like a faceplate or something like that. I do like to give it a nice spin so it clicks in there nice and tight. Now the main downside, I think I mentioned earlier, is that with this style you need 2 hands to tighten it, and sometimes it's a juggling act when you're trying to tighten down a piece of wood. If it's light like this, you can tighten it with 1 hand and then jump over here and tighten it. But I also find it works really well to bring your tailstock in and give it just a little bit of pressure while you tighten it down. And when turning a tenon on a bowl, I like to leave it long enough so that it will bottom out here on the back side of the jaws, and that keeps things nice and repeatable. My favorite feature of this chuck is this nice little dovetail, and I turn a corresponding notch in the bowl, and mounting it's easy. It just sits on there. I give it a little pressure, snug it with my left hand there, and it's ready to go, nice and round. And I don't think the chuck itself has come loose yet, but sometimes with soft materials, the wood will kind of crush inside and loosen itself. Overall, I've been very happy with how it holds the material, and I expect to use this for several years to come until I upgrade to something a little better. Overall, I think this is a very good beginner's chuck. I ended up using it way more than I ever thought I would. I feel like it holds the work better. And my favorite part about it is for like finishing work, I can take bowls on and off and on and off, and I don't have to tie up a faceplate or something like that for days on end. Be safe. I hope this video helped you. Go ahead and give it a like or a subscribe. In my last 3 or 4 videos, I'm using this lathe chuck, so you can hop on over there and see how it works. Thanks.